Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the Survival of This, and we return to our Cabela series. We're going to continue along with our trek into the mountains, and first off, we have a tournament. Now, I will give a little disclosure or disclaimer that I did try recording these past couple of episodes already once before.
At noon, there will be a clay course tournament in the target range by the lodge. Good luck.
And they went... okay, well, they didn't exactly go great. Like, the tournament is a pretty hard one to do. It's a shotgun clay shooting one with a shotgun that has a lot of recoil on it, so I don't actually think I'll be able to complete it, but I'm going to at least show it on video once. Going after the first animal, like in the first little sub-region, went okay, but things went completely terrible for the secondary objective. So, after the tournament, I'm going to switch out our weapon for a different one, and then we'll embark on some proper hunting. Yeah, we're using a 12-gauge over-under shotgun, and... there's a few tricks to this tournament that are a little annoying to deal with.
One after the other, from the right and from the left. The field has 2 rounds.
Yeah, so what we basically got to do is... okay, everything's ready, that's reloaded. It's a lot like the other tournaments, however, this one, it feels like you have to shoot and give a lot of good lead on your shots, as that showed. If you don't do that... then you're probably not going to get any hits off. Yeah, see... again, I'm already doing terribly, but... they also screw up a little bit more when it comes to,
The field has 2 rounds.
it feels like you don't have enough time to get the recoil back under control for the weapon before you have to be changing your position with it. Like, case in point. Okay, at least we got that one, but yeah, I'm not going to be trying to win this tournament. I don't use the shotguns that much in this game anyway.
One after the other. From the right, then from the left. The field...
yeah, see, and like at this range, that feels like way too much lead for what you should need. I don't know the exact ranges we're working with in-game, but it feels like you don't need as much as it's giving at times. Okay. Oh, see, that one, I think I shot too late there, but yeah, so I'm only going to do this tournament once, show off like what it was meant to do.
Targets being launched one after the other.
From left, then the right.
The field has 2 rounds.
My god, you almost have to be, like, instantaneously on that. Although I am surprised I was able to get that as I did. No, didn't get it there, though. Or that one. Yeah, my first time I tried the tournament, I think I only got, like, a score of 5 at the end of it. It's not really a good one.
A round is composed of 2 targets being launched, one
and
after the other.
this is a really, really annoying one.
2 rounds.
Watch how they launch it, because everything so far you've seen arcs for it, right? Watch how this one starts you. Rolling on the ground, and then way up there. But there's nothing to give you the indication it's going to start on the ground at all. So, it can be really annoying trying to mine
these. Is
these.
composed of 2 targets being launched, one after the other, from the left and then from the right. The field has 3 rounds.
Yeah, this is probably the worst tournament I've come across for, like, the series so far. I'm thankful we are probably getting towards, like, the tail end of them. But how do you even try to handle this when the first one isn't even out of the air yet, and then the second one's being thrown out too? And then this one...
a round is composed of 1 target being launched vertically.
okay, so it's going to be launched vertically, which should be easy to go for, but just watch the hang time that they give this as it goes up. Like, up it goes. I can even have the time to reload. Wait for it. Still waiting for it. That's how long it takes before that finally comes down. It's just absurd trying to do this one, but yeah, managing to get over 10, I'm just going to take that as, okay, I at least got something done. So we're not going to try this again. This tournament was god-awful. I mean, even if it looks like I was close, it's still not worth it. No, we're not restarting the tournament. We're done. It's terrible, and I'm glad that we're never tackling it again. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is, before we do head out, I am going to change up a little bit of the gear I've got. Because, unfortunately, the game is also sporadic in when you actually tackle the animals in the order your tags are given. Because if I go into the inventory, it would look like we would be tackling the Shira's moves first. That's not the case. We actually are going after a lynx first. So yeah, get rid of that. I'm going to get us another rifle. Like, the muzzle loader, or like how that one is the 1874 replica. It's a neat idea. The problem is with that, though, it's one shot at a time, so it's a very long reload between shots, and you might need to have a fast reload with some stuff we'll be going up against. So I'm just trying to think of what I want to use instead. I might go for this... I'm not sure if I want to go for... see, that's a single shot, too. I want to avoid single shots. I might go for the 308. I don't know if I've actually used it yet in the series, but you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go for the 308. And we'll take that. You know what? I'll also even rest to give us the full hunting time available. So that would be... Okay, so that's basically 1 o'clock, so I think I want, like, 18? Does that put us around 8? Or is that only 7? Okay, that's only 7, so you know what? Yeah, let me sleep for 1 hour, that way I can actually do the shooting range without getting penalized for it. And now we can get things a bit more proper and going for the mountain hunting. Oh yeah, that tournament with the clay shooting, that was awful to try doing. Again, it feels like you don't have the time on some of those tosses to actually get... even shoot the first one before the second one is already launched. Sighting booth is just apparently too... Yeah, I think it's just around back here. One thing to keep in mind, though... Actually, I'm kind of surprised how large this area is for, like, around the lodge. I don't think there's actually anything to see or do, but... the map seems like it gives you an awful lot of space with this lodge. But, okay, anyway, I was saying about the tags. It looks like if we were to go from left to right, it looks like you would go for the moose, then the lynx, then the goats, and the bear. But it actually starts you off with the lynx as your first thing to hunt. And... truth be told, I don't think that's... yeah, no, that's not the first map we're hunting on, so I don't know why that's there. Anyway, this should be the sighting booth. No? Oh, no, sighting booth is... where... okay, if this is down for, like, the clay shooting stuff, how do I get to the sighting booth? So it's supposedly... oh, you know what? It must have been the other way by the lodge. There's that other road the ATV was sitting beside, so that was probably it. But yeah, I'm just hoping to try to get this first weekend kind of out of the way for this subsection of regions. Between the clay shooting tournament and one of the little side objectives there is to tackle, I'm looking very forward to just getting through this part of the game and never tackling it again. Tournaments have always had issues with timing and wise, but trying to work with that shotgun and like some of the arcs and the lead for the shots, they just feel weirdly unnatural in ways. Okay, so here's the sighting booth. I'm just going to go for like 0.3 and see where these shots land. Okay, I think 0.35 should do it. I think 0.3 was all firing a bit low. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's okay there. A little low. Maybe I'll go for 0.4 and see. I don't want to be too high, because oftentimes it seems like if I am going too high with my sighting, and it seems like I'm firing over the backs of what I'm looking at. But I think 0.4 will work. One last shot. You know what? No, actually, let me see with that. Yeah, you know what? That's good for me. We'll reload, and we're going to embark for the first region, which is the Highland Divide. So yeah, everything should be good here. We do still have the compound bow with us. I'm actually going to stop inside here for a moment to grab one other piece of gear. I'm going to switch out the Antler Rattler call we've got for Predator call, because we got the links to go after. There's going to be a side objective to tackle that's also going to want us using, well, not wanting us to use, but the Predator call should help us out a lot with it. Yeah, my goal for the weekend is just to get the links hunted, and the side objective that comes up afterwards done too. Should be pretty quick and easy now that I'm using a weapon that has more than one shot to it. Because when I tried before, basically, volume of fire and rate of fire are going to be very helpful for the side objective once we get up to the divide. But going after the links was pretty easy. The map they're on it's fairly large, but a lot of it is actually made up by a large lake in the middle, so that is completely negated for like having to worry about things being there. And truth be told, we might actually get a little bit of an extra hand from tackling one of the secondary objectives this first region has to it. But yeah, we've got one of those little side areas, which is like another varmint hunt. The only thing is that the particular varmints that it wants you going after got provoked pretty quickly, and with how slow it is to
A hunter was walking on uneven ground and twisted his ankle. Please find and rescue him.
Yeah, so that is actually going to be pretty easy to do. And there's a little hint that helps you out on the map about like where to go looking for them, because something is on the map that you would not expect to be on it. And once we get close enough to it, it should be pretty obvious what it is. Well, I'll use a bit of scent cover just to make things easier. But yeah, for the varmints I was going after, the task is to basically go hunt 3 timber wolves, but the problem wasn't so much finding them. It would take a little while. The problem was that they would find me, and I could not get the weapons reloaded fast enough to be able to, like, deal with the wolf attacks. Because it wouldn't be so bad if the player character's avatar wasn't moved when they attack, but you do get pushed and shoved, which throws off your aim, or might throw your aim off. So then there's not much you can really do for, like, getting a shot off.
I need to talk to you. Come to my house in Kitty's Vale.
It's a little funny that they call it Kitty's Vale, but your lynx hunt out here, and then you're hunting wolves or dogs in there, so odd choice in naming there. But yeah, we're not going to worry about the lynx, because there it is. It feels kind of odd for there to be a boat here, isn't it? And the reason for that is entirely because that's going to be how you find the hunter who twisted their ankle. Which, I mean, truth be told, when you find them, it looks a lot worse than they just twisted their ankle, but we'll just grab that, quickly wrap up the objective. Yeah, so all you basically gotta do is take this out. Originally, I saw this and I thought, okay, you know what? I will take this and try to see if I can spot the hunter from afar. Turns out, he's literally just right here, tucked behind that boulder. Nope. Accidentally may have kind of ran him over. Oh, come on, why is it not letting me... Oh, there it was. Yeah, there we go. So we picked him up, taking him out of here. And then we're going to get dropped off at a different spot entirely on the map. And, truth be told, I don't know if I... Like, I know when it comes to, like, actually trying to aim with the weapons, yeah, see... I don't know if I should try playing the game at all in third person, or I should stick to first person. Like, there are some advantages for the camera in third person here. Maybe I will try this for the rest of the video, just to see how it goes. But finding the links actually wasn't too bad on this map. Because of how the layout is, it seems like they're all in the southern area there of the water. Not in the water, but like south of the lake. And they're all along this kind of stretch here. The only thing I want to do is keep my ears open, because they were actually one of the animals that you can hear, not from far off, but you can hear to pick them up. Because they decided to make the lynxes have, like, a lot of purring sounds they make, so you know you're close to them if you hear it. Oh, actually... I think I am hearing them, or at least one. Yeah, I am hearing one. Okay, yeah, so this would be towards the next area up there. It's the sign to the left. Oh, there it is. And there we go. Got that. I mean, truth be told, getting the links last time I had tried recording this wasn't hard. I had wounded it. I had gotten a wound with the compound bow, not a full, like, fatal wound, so it took a while before it went down. But it's nice to snag one. Actually, for the same trophy value, too.
That record makes the high scores list.
Okay, so there's that wrapped up. Now, actually, truth be told, I might even just want to take the boat and work our way to Kitty's Vale. Because I was thinking of maybe going on foot, but the thing is, if I have the boat, it's probably a lot faster than we would be just on our own on land. Why not make use of it? Now, I don't know if it'll actually let me take it again, because I've done what it wanted with it, or not, but... Let me just see if it'll let me. Yeah, it will, nice. Okay, yeah, just go across the lake, basically drop this right back off where we picked it up from, and then we'll head to Kitty's Vale to tackle that. And once we're on that map, you guys might get a bit of an understanding of why I had to try like 4 times, and I just got frustrated enough to say, you know what, I'm going to just do these episode recordings all over proper again. And I saw the lynx running, but I don't think they'll attack me as long as I don't, like, get too close. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about missing that tournament. Tournaments usually seem to give the weapon that they have you using for them as their reward. And I don't really like using the shotguns in the game. It feels like you gotta get really close for the shotguns to feel like they are super accurate, and because there's not like an ethics system of you need certain weapons and calibers for certain species you go for, you might as well just go for whatever you feel most comfortable with, and for me, that's just been any of the rifles. I am still curious about maybe trying that one weird single-shot, like, pistol grip rifle out. Oh, actually, that's kind of a custom sign there. Kitty's Vale, property of Glencote. But I'll do that once I know there's no tournament we have to worry about, or nothing like what our objective here will be. Yeah, let's just give it a moment. We'll load in here, and then we've got some varmint hunting to do.
I need you to hunt varmints on my land. They've destroyed my crops. I will pay you $1,000.
It's kind of weird that he says, like, varmints destroyed the crops, but instead of, like, pigs or something, it's wolves. Like, I don't see any reason why wolves would go destroying crops. I could see, like, livestock or chicken or something. But crops feels like a weird cop-out for it. But anyway, just like the lynx were on the... Or just like how we had to hunt the lynx, the wolves do make a bit of a large... Well, maybe not large, but loud audio cue that you're closing in on one. You'll hear them panting a fair bit. And you might even actually hear them howl in the distance, too, so that can help you for direction of trying to figure out where one might be. And the problem was never really finding them, because, again, you can hear the pants. It's not a very large map. The map is actually kind of... It's kind of broken for how the display is, because it's not as big as it looks, but the player character's avatar, like the little pyramid on here, doesn't actually go where you should be as you're progressing through the map. I think it really is, as you get into the later stage of the game, where not much more testing and playing might have been done, there's a lot more, like, bugs and issues that arise. But the reason why I switched out our firearm was specifically because of this objective. Because I got killed like 4 times before I just kind of had to say, you know what, I'm scrapping the first 2 recordings, and we're trying this again with... Oh. Okay, that's a wound, but that's okay, because we don't actually need clean kills. I mean, I'd like to aim for clean kills, but it should still go down from that. So I can just probably leave that be, and try to find the other 2. That is one nice little saving grace when it does come to these objectives. Oh. Okay, there's one. Yeah, it's pretty easy to provoke them into attack, because the map is rather small and their pathing is how it is. I was pretty frequently able to have them provoked into attacks on me. The issue became, because of how rugged the hills and terrain is, trying to get the shot lined up quite right, and taking it without being, like, knocked off from an attack by them, or even being pushed off a hill because I was in a bad spot. Okay, I haven't had notification that we've taken the wounded one down, so maybe it wasn't as good of a hit as I was hoping. Oh, never mind. It just went down. Oh, and I just heard and saw theirs. Yeah, the AI for the animals hasn't been as broken as the bighorns on the first weekend. I don't know what was going on with them. Okay, said headed east about 30 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, that's from where the one we hit. But there's 2 more, so I'm just trying to see if maybe... I can come across the other one. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's that one, and there's still 1 more. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, where, like, you can get pushed and shoved by them. I don't know if that one's like stuck in a loop down there and we'll keep coming back and forth. There we go. Okay. Thankfully, that's the objective completed. They did rough me up pretty badly. But it is going to send me right back to the divide here. Okay, so what I think we'll do... If the boat is still by the shore where we left it, we'll pick that up, go to the next area, and I'll probably... I'll see what it wants me to hunt first, because truth be told... No, actually, maybe I'll go right back for the lodge in order to just get a full day's sleep in. It's like, we are injured pretty badly, and because of that... Stamina will go down a fair ways, although... We are pretty close to the episode's end anyway, so it might not hurt just to go next area, find a camp spot, sleep for, like, a full night. Okay, I think that scared it off. No. That wouldn't have. Okay, I am glad I brought the rifle even more so now. Like, I heard it purring. You guys, I know I usually try to, like, reduce the audio of the game I play for, like, just making it better to listen to. But you might have heard the rumbling and purring from it. But, yeah, I was not expecting it to try attacking. I was hoping it would have gotten scared and ran off. So, you know what, truth be told, maybe I'll even just take the boat to... I mean, campsite is right there beside the transfer spots. Maybe I'll just use this camping spot that's here in this map for it. Because, yeah, that close call makes me want to save the, makes me want to save the first aid kit that I do have on me, just in case there is anything else that's going to be a bit rough ahead. I don't know if I'll have any more tournaments to do, or if I do, they probably won't be with, like, a shotgun. They might be with, like, another type of rifle or something. Okay, yeah, there's the tents there, so you know what? There we go. I don't know why it threw me into third person hopping out, but... Yeah, so you know what? I'll end this episode here. We've got at least, like, the first little bits there done. Or I'll even just rest, and once we get to the next day, we should hopefully be fully recovered in the bottom left there, and be able to go after the other 3 tagged animals we have. Those are the Shira's moose, 2 mountain goats, and I believe a black bear. None of them I think I'm going to have, like, too much problem with. I know the goats I don't have any lures for, but... I mean, if they are anything like the bighorn sheep were, they're probably not going to be that aware of us, and we're able to just... I had the funny comment of, like, sneak increase to 100. And truth be told, we are actually closing in on 100 level for our sneak skill, or our stealth skill. I think we were at, like, 95 when I loaded the save up. So we're getting a lot of the skills really high up there. I don't know if they can go above 100, or everything will cap at 99, but... we are at least getting very skilled when it comes to hunting. So yeah, what I'll do is, we'll end the episode here with things winding down. Then next episode, we'll go right into the next sub-region, and see how it is forward. But thankfully, the big obstacle from trying this before completely cleared with no issues today. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. If you'd like the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in the comments right down below. And until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.